Doesn't have to do anything, but it would be. I think there is so much more you can produce, and start this race toward the new psychology.
Yes, so I wish there were a place where the psychologists who just want to study people and develop scientific knowledge, where we could hide and be safe from the political ones who say, no, that's not the right idea. You have to, you shouldn't even think those thoughts.
Well, that was one question. I told you this over the email that our colleague, Professor Jordan Peterson, is somewhere near in Belgrade. What is your opinion of his phenomenon? You know, like because there are people who like him, don't like him, you know, respect him. And,
yes, I've known him for a long time. We were at some conferences together and had some similar research interests and so on. He was always an unusual thinker, and very smart and engaging. His research had I'd used some aspects of it, but I wasn't heavily involved. More recently, but he's become this phenomenon by standing up for freedom to think and talk on your own. I think that's very good. And I don't know all the details of his opinions and so on, but his idea of not giving in to these political pressures that you have to think a certain way and talk a certain way and be a certain way, I think that's important and that's much needed. And so, and I think he's spoken a lot to young men, and our society is much more concerned about young women than young men, certainly in the United States and Canada. And so I think they just had the feeling that no one cares about them. So having someone make even rather simple, basic points, engaging with them, I think that's good for society also.
I think he's very brave in some aspects, you know, because of this need to conform, this pressure you feel. It's like gravity. That's, you know, it's hard. I always look for somebody else, you know, to stand up and say something. But
yes, no, the thought control, the stifling alternative ideas, and telling people they're not allowed to think certain thoughts or study certain topics or test certain theories, that has become a very unfortunate and very powerful development in the field. So yes, I think it takes courage for someone like